friends, Katie here with For the Love of Leftovers. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day out here in Maine in October. And I have a few hours to myself, so we're going to go into TJMaxx and see what they have going on for the fall season. Even Target this morning had Christmas stuff out already, and I totally got a couple Christmas things. So I'm going to take you into TJMaxx with me and let's go see what they have. And yeah, just kind of looking around. All right, let's go in. So first thing I had to get was a purse. I've been without a purse for a long time, let's just say that. And I've learned over time that I can't do these big like diaper bag purses anymore because it's just, I'm usually carrying someone. So I was looking for one of those small ones that had like a long, like this. I was looking for one with a long strap that I could put over my shoulder that I didn't have to actually like carry or balance on my arm. Now, I know nothing about brands or anything like that, so I'm not sure if this is like a good deal or like a good brand or anything, but it was like, okay, this is one I can fit a bottle, a couple of diapers, and my wallet and phone, right? So that one worked out well. And then I decided I wanted to go look at dresses. They didn't have much as far as t-shirts. I really don't do long sleeve shirts. I get too hot. I don't like things really on like my wrists and my forearms. So I did look through their clothes, but I wasn't impressed with anything. Their dresses though were pretty cute. A lot of very busy patterns, and I was really sad to see like that white floral one right there. Super cute, but it was short. And it had like this weird, different design down on the bottom. I wish it was just that floral pattern all the way. And of course, as I'm walking towards all the decor and things, they do have some cute Halloween things out. We're not big into Halloween, but I thought those cups were cute. And of course, you know, Hello Kitty and Hello Kitty knockoffs and whatnot. And then we got into the Christmas season aisle. They're still putting out things for Christmas, but there was a lot that is already out there. And I'm sure any TJMaxx you go to or any Home Goods is going to have them as well. I loved these gingerbread house. Mine never looked like that, obviously. But I thought, oh, those would be so cute as decor items. We used to have like a little Santa's Village. So I might go back and get some of those. I didn't get them on this day. And then, of course, looking at all the beautiful floral arrangements they have. Big fan of fake flowers that actually last. We've got all kinds of lights here. I don't think these are lights. These must be those dancing things out in a Hello Kitty, a Christmas tree, cookie jar.
Owen to your register, please. Owen to your register.
They do have a little bit of Halloween decor left. Halloween is not our jam, so just kind of cruising on by that. And then some fall blending into the Christmas. Adorable, adorable Christmas trinkets and wrapping paper out already. All kinds of, there's even nutcrackers. My mom actually collects nutcrackers and has since I was a kid. She has a really great selection of them. I look forward to her putting them out every year. Oh, here's a few more. Oh boy, somebody's talking to us over here. Let's see if we can find what's talking to us.
Candy cane s'mores. The usual stuff.
Oh, you know what it is?
These stables aren't gonna clean themselves.
I think it's this gnome up here that's talking to us. It's either the gnome or possibly that snowman. That's funny.
You'll bring snowman souvenirs. The shop with everything snowman. It's snow woman. It's snow children. It's snow folk. It's snowy wintry
And
fluffy
look,
stuff.
we have a
It's snow
Pringles
cat
Christmas
It's
ornament.
snowy blankets. It's
Oh,
snow
I might have to get that
machines.
for my
It's snow
kids.
gear for every occasion that has
And of
snow.
course, a pink Santa with macarons. My daughter would absolutely love that. What's going on with this? Not so much. Oh my goodness, it is just Christmas heaven. Oh, look, even the little pink Christmas tree and a bright pink Christmas tree. If my house was at all not kid friendly, this would be adorable. This little crystal style decor. But our house is kid friendly, so none of that is allowed in my house. I like to keep my house kid friendly. Oh, look, pink nutcracker. Coming back to this because I want to see how much this is. Oh my gosh, it's heavy one-handed. But I did get tins or a tin at Target today. It is $19.99. That is a pretty good deal, honestly. But anyhow, I got tins because I'm going to make some cookies, much like my grandmother used to, my great-grandmother, and give those to friends, as well as put my recipes up on the website. So you'll have to follow along to see that. Oh, look at these. These are cute, and they're like plasticky, kid-proof. That's nice. They've got all kinds of wreaths out and table runners all ready for Christmas. Plus then we have all of the candles here. Got all kinds of Christmas scented candles here. In case you need a little jingle in your jangle, look at this. Super cute. Has a silicone mat and it's got trees on it. There's pink, green. We've got little stoppers up top. That's adorable. $9.99 for those. This one is a glass frosted. $13 for that. These are super cute. I really love the texture on these, the feeling of them. Oh, and then there's cute little light bulbs up there. Got all the Santas down here. I love this. That is just so cute. That's more of a coffee style, but I don't like the handle on that. Can I just say I love that amber style glasses coming back into style. I love that antique amber glass look. This thing was beautiful, super heavy, but also not for my home. Let's be real. Right? I love all the marble. I love that marble things are super heavy and like durable, but at the same time, I always play worst case scenario in my head. If a kid gets a hold of it, drops it on their toe, whatever. I need to have kid-friendly type things or things in my home that I don't care if they get broken. I thought this was super cute because I'm a sucker for little kitty cats, and that was just adorable. And then, of course, for all the dog lovers, we've got Christmas stuff out. That makes sense, right? Cats for Halloween and dogs for Christmas. Oh, I love these. These are precious. All of these. Oh, I love them. Especially those candlesticks. I really like that hammered texture, that hammered metal texture. But again, not exactly something that is safe in my house. Oh, you know I have to look at the cast iron. I'm always thinking about doing things like this because they're lighter. I don't know if this is Teflon or if this is that ceramic coating. Maybe it says ceramic coating interior. I'm definitely considering that. I like the green one better, I think. But I love my cast iron, and look at what's hiding under here. I love the pumpkin. $45. Who's this made by? Smith & Clark enameled. I don't know. We're gonna have to think about that one. And so I did try on a few dresses, and this was one that I got earlier from Target, and I just wanted to share that with you before I tried on the ones that I found here at TJMaxx. So there are a couple cute ones. I have to get ones that are like ruched and gathered under the bust. It just works for my current body style the best. And hopefully these ones are a little on the snug side, so I'm hoping that I can maybe lose a little bit of weight and they'll fit a little bit better. I'm working on being a little healthier. Okay, so I got the red cookie sheet, but I also found this adorable stub. If you find one of these at TJMaxx, any place like that, grab them. That is a smoking deal. $20 for that. And then this little croquette is $15. Amazing, amazing deal. Super cute. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a forest green. Real cute. Good morning, friends. Katie here with For the Love of Leftovers. We are almost ready to tackle the day, and really the biggest thing on my list today is laundry. We have mountains of laundry to tackle, which for me, we've got 3 floors to this house. The main living floor is on the 2nd floor. Bedrooms are on the 3rd floor. Basement has my studio and laundry and my husband's work area, things like that. And with a 2-year-old, I'm sure you guys can understand and imagine, it can be difficult to be going up and down the stairs with loads of laundry while trying to keep them up and keep them safe, keep them out of things and whatnot. So I tend to ignore laundry during the day unless it's nap time, except I've been ignoring it during nap time too. So now we've got mountains that we need to deal with, and I have some beds that need changed also, and so that's gonna take an extra time in the dryer. It's a whole thing. And I didn't clean up before going to bed last night, so the kitchen is a bit of a mess. We've got some cleaning to tackle today, just some home maintenance. So I'm gonna finish getting ready for the morning, and we are going to start getting after it. So if you need some cleaning motivation, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button and hang out with me today as we clean together and chat about, whatever it is we feel like chatting about. So one of the things I feel like talking about today is balancing the need or the use of an item for the aesthetic. Now, there's nothing wrong with purchasing something because you like it. I mean, I purchased a couple things at TJMaxx just because I liked it, but I held off on the decor for the most part. Finding beauty in simple things that surround you in day-to-day is crucial to our mental health. There are plenty of studies relating to those of typical workforce and how certain conditions or environments make a difference in a worker's happiness and productivity. The same can be said for the stay-at-home mom. This is both our place of work and our place of respite. There needs to be a balance of what works and what's beautiful. The way my mind works, I enjoy little clutter, but I also enjoy bright things and stuff that sparkles, but also need minimalism to help me not feel overwhelmed. So this is a hard balance for me. Constantly feeling like I'm in multiple minds at once, like I always have a need that isn't being met. Diving into those needs helps me to make choices that are frugal and beautiful. For example, we buy some items in bulk. So we invest in large white buckets with twist top lids. And this is a frugal investment, though not necessarily the prettiest. But for my mind, to see everything in white buckets is calming and orderly, and knowing what bucket and lid we have to purchase for a new bulk item also becomes frugal. The more you can plan and budget for an item, the better the financial anticipation, the more frugal it becomes. But for things like spice jars, we can waste a lot of money on impulse purchases because we find something at TJMaxx or Target that looks cute or it's on sale and it's in the moment, even though they don't have as many as we need, and we end up not liking them or they don't fit, etc. It's better in that situation to spend the time finding the ones that you really would like and saving for them. even if they're more expensive. All right, friends, we are, as my husband would say, we are ready to punch today in the face. I got the kitchen cleaned up pretty much. This is one of those dresses that I got the other day when I was out on my mom day and got some dresses. So loving this and loving how it's making the eyes pop. So we need to go to the grocery store. Let's see. I just need a few things, just a few things, but like the crucial things that make this family work. My husband got milk, bread, and peanut butter yesterday, but I also need bananas, apples. Timber's asking for a snack. So we gotta go to the store and get a few things and come back home and get kiddos down for a nap. Today was late arrival, so it messes up our schedule a little bit. And then I need to get on laundry because I still have not started laundry and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, all right, we're losing our mind. We need apples and bananas. Let's go to the store. This is squash. These are pumpkins. Those are sweet potatoes. All right, so we just got home from the store. I'm going to take you through what we got. And I will say, it's so sad every time I go grocery shopping because it just does not seem like a lot. I did get lemons and cucumbers, mostly for water. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm awful at it, so trying to get myself some fancy water going. Got a couple things of blackberries. My youngest is now in love with them. I got a baguette because, yes, I can absolutely make myself a baguette. However, time is not on my side today, and I have some tomatoes and basil that need to be used up. And then celery. We are getting a farm order from the vegetable farmer that lives near us, but he is out of celery, so I had to get celery. I did get a convenience food of hot dogs. So those might even be tonight's meal, just honestly because we've got a soccer game to go to and the kids might need a little bit of a break from lamb. And got some green apples because I do plan to make something like an apple crisp. JJ, the baby, asked for green grapes. We do need to give these a wash because he had some on the way home and is now has what looks like to be hives over around his mouth. So we're gonna wash all this produce, and I don't usually do that, but yeah, we're going to definitely wash that. My kid that's prone to allergies and things like that, having a reaction, so we're gonna wash everything. These are locally sourced apples, but they are available at our local grocery store. So we got a bag of those. Usually I would get Macintosh. They didn't have a very good looking Macintosh today. And I would have gone to the actual orchard with my kids, except they have bounce houses and things like that. And I didn't need that fight today. Loads of bananas, because that's one of our main food groups. 2 things of strawberries. A bunch of sweet potatoes. I have been craving sweet potatoes, and I have some beans that I need to soak, so I think I'm going to do like a sweet potato rice and bean type of a casserole or morning breakfast for myself. Butternut squash, because that's my favorite. This was a good job for being a good boy. This was a safe option for the rest of us to be having, mostly, the baby, but these will be gone today. I do have like salsa and I have a dip that's been in the fridge for a while, so let's just use chips. I could use the dip on chicken, except the dip is not kid friendly. Well, it's not baby friendly. Okay, it's got dairy in it, so best to just like use it with chips, and that way those who can eat it will eat it. I did get a thing of bowls because we are out of our throwaway bowls. Baby needed some milk. This is the milk that we get. That's one that I like the best. We don't do soy, we don't do almond, so we do oat, and I have not figured out making my own oat yet. Orange juice, I got this because we just needed some, you know, a little drinky poo. I also use it in pie crust. And then I ran out of paper towels this morning, so we need to get more paper towels. And I got this pink Himalayan salt multi-grain flatbread crackers. These are honestly for me, and I'm going to use these for my snack today with some of the quince jam that we made that you may have seen in a previous video. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll be sure to link it up in the corner. That is the fullness of our mini haul from today. So, you know what's really sad? Maybe I should just be thankful that we had the money this time to get it. But all of this came out to $131.10. The biggest items on here were the paper towels. Those are $18. And then the hot dogs, I got 2 packages. Each package is $7.59. But if I'm feeding my kids hot dogs, I don't want to like get the junk ones. I want to make sure that they're actually like kind of good for them, you know what I mean? So that was $15.18 for the 2. And then 2, let me see, are those both or is that just one? The grapes were pretty expensive. Yep, it looks like she rang them all up as one. So both bags of grapes together were $10.71. Really, those paper towels just, and strawberries and blackberries, 2 for $4, or 2 at $4. So 2 for $8. I can't even with inflation and just, it's a lot. It's a lot, but we will make this stretch. We will make it work. It's only $131, so including milk, bread, and peanut butter, which I should be making our bread. Milk, bread, and peanut butter, and then I got something else the other day. Oh, I got coconut oil and I got butter. So for October, we're at about $200 for the month for a family of 8. And that is in large part because we have all of our meat down in the freezers. We get our meat once a year. I hardly ever get meat from the grocery store. We purchase it from my parents, and we have lamb in the freezer from when we had our sheep and butchered those. And then my husband and my sons are also hunters. So, you know, every now and then we do get venison in the freezer as well. So I'm hardly ever paying for meat, which is one of the ways I'm able to, well, okay, we pay for the meat when we get it from my parents. Don't get me wrong. We're still paying for the chicken and the pork and all that, but it's a one time a year lump sum. And then I don't worry about it for the rest of the year. And I'll definitely be taking you along with me in future videos because we are coming up on the time where we will be collecting our chickens, and this year are 3 pigs from my parents. And I'll give you a breakdown of what all of that looks like, of the different cuts of meat, the pricing and all of that. We're gonna have to organize the freezers before long so that we can actually fit everything in. I have done bartering in the past before. The neighbor farmer that is a vegetable farmer that I mentioned, we've done bartering before, trading meat for vegetables type of deal. So that's come in handy big time when we didn't even have money to, you know, be running to the store and getting $131 worth of stuff. We had maybe $5 for milk for the baby, and that was it. So grateful that we could afford this today and that it's all good stuff. Trying to wean us all of the junk food. What? You need juice, and now someone needs juice. Okay, let's get the baby some juice before anarchy ensues. Okay, kiddos are down for a nap. We've had an outfit change. I do plan to get back into the dress before my husband comes home. However, it is so hot, and I know the next hour, hour and a half, I'm gonna be running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to get things clean, and I just don't want to be like sweating and risk like getting stuff all over my new dress. So yeah, outfit change, and now we need to dig in and we need to get the dish situation taken care of and get these fruits washed and put away, and we need to work on laundry. I need to clean my room because it has gone from being a beautiful sanctuary of a room, of a space, to, you know, chaos. Okay, enough chatting, let's get to it. Okay, so here's the thing. I've never done this before. Not gonna lie, I've never done this. However, I have soaked strawberries before, and I do know strawberries, you don't want them soaking for a long time. They will absorb the stuff. So I'm gonna get the strawberries out immediately. I'm just putting them on a paper towel. It's actually one of the secrets to plumping up your strawberries if they're looking a little wilty but not like, you know, moldy or anything. Set them in a bowl of ice water and they will absorb the water and they plump up. Not to say that they then don't taste a little watered down, but if you need some good looking strawberries, that is the secret. And I often do need good looking strawberries, not for my kids, but when doing photos and recipes for other food bloggers, and you know, obviously when I'm doing it myself. If I wait if I've waited a little bit too long to do a recipe, then that little trick comes in handy. All right, so all that's in here is just cold water and some vinegar. Like I said, I don't know what the portion is supposed to be, like the ratio, but I don't know how long these are supposed to sit or anything, but anything is better than nothing, right? Because the amount of hands and equipment and whatnot that have touched these will just, anything is better than nothing. Okay. Apples, I will just put on the counter here. Those will dry quickly. Just kind of rubbing them with my hands just to get any extra wax coating off. It's good to get a look at all your fruit as you're washing them too. Like I just noticed an apple that will need to be used up first. So whenever someone comes home from school and says, I want an apple, I know which one they need to have so that we don't end up wasting it. Okay, almost there. Now we're gonna get all these loose blackberries up, get those drying. Probably just right over the grapes. Those are pretty hardy. Those don't start mushing down or anything. Means I also need to find a Tupperware or something to put all these in, since I just threw away the plastic containers. You know, this, honestly, I see people doing this and sometimes I'm like, but why? And after seeing my youngest start to have a reaction around his face, I see why. And I mean, this may or may not do anything, honestly. I have not done any of the research as to, you know, what it does. Obviously, vinegar is a disinfectant. I use that in my cleaner. But even if it doesn't, or even if it only gets off a little bit is better than nothing. And all we can do as moms is try our best. Anyone else have food that just comes in and goes right out? I swear, 2 days later and all of those apples are gone. They are just gone. They are my kids' favorite, and I mean, when you have 6 kids and everyone likes apples, I'll say everyone except for one. My daughter doesn't like apples, but all the boys like apples, and I have one of my kids that eats multiple apples a day. Those apples are as good as gone. It's easy to compare chips to apples in this house. They're both gone within a very, very short time. So here I'm putting a paper towel in the bottom of this Tupperware glass, and I just piled berries on top of it. Now I've done the hack, the mason jar hack, where you put a paper towel down in the bottom and put them in a sealed mason jar, and I have found that those actually last quite a while. Mold doesn't seem to get it. I didn't do that this day. I just put a cloth cover over it that I actually typically use for like bread and things like that. I just put that over this. Like I said, these are gonna be gone within a matter of days, even as little as one day, because I have a lot of kids and everyone likes berries, and I'm trying to not withhold that. I definitely have a kind of a mentality that I've been working on of like saving the best for last. I know you've heard that saying before, and I have a tendency to do that with clothes and with food, and thinking that it's going to be more special if we wait, but really, things that end up happening is we end up not eating it, or it goes bad, and kids outgrow clothes, and yes, we have a stinking mountain of clothes. It's just part of big family life. And so I'm trying to, wear the nice clothes more, make every day special, eat the good food more, make every day special, because it is. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. These moments are fleeting. So I hope it encourages you to find the goodness and the joy and contentment in each and every moment, because it is fleeting. Thank you for joining me today, and I really hope that you got some motivation and some encouragement out of this video. And if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button so that Google and YouTube and all those technological powers that be know that this is a channel worth following. And as we end this video, I just want to end with a quick blessing for you. Lord Jesus, I ask that you would bless the viewers of this video and anyone under the sound of my voice, Lord, that you would be with them today and all of their days, and that you would show them a special outpouring of your love today, and that they would just know that they know that they know that it's you seeing them and loving them and honoring them, and that they can in turn give glory and reverence to you. In Jesus' name, amen.